Andy Crawford used to referee you in high school ball in Chicago.
And he was a great ref then, too. Okay.
That is the best thing you'll say about the referee.
No, he's a good one. He's one of the good ones.
He is. Ryder will work with Chapman on him, doubled by Robinson. On top to Sabonis, and on the wing now to Stoudemire. A Ryder screen. Shot clock at 7. The switch. Chapman is on Stoudemire, and he throws up an air ball. Manning saves it, and here comes Gugliotta.
Yeah, really smart play, because Danny Manning was not for sure if Rex Chapman got a hand on the ball. Otherwise, he would have let it go out of bounds.
Gugliotta hits Manning from outside. The Suns watched the Blazers try to adapt to what they were doing.
Yeah, it was really interesting. The problem with that, they adapted too well.
Right.
They were better at it.
Here's Rasheed Wallace in the league.
Well, I don't know if he's the best player in the league, but talent-wise, he's right up there.
Robinson slides off the baseline.
Because he sees everything.
Stoudemire and Kidd. Chapman follows Ryder in the lane, and Sabonis got by Robinson. Manning was up around the circle. Caught by Stoudemire. Into Kidd. Hooks it to three. He bucked three. No one was on him.
No, and the key...
Muscle against muscle. Gugliotta gives him some room to breathe. Here's a tough matchup inside. They double him with Robinson, and Sabonis hitting from outside.
But you make a good point. You know, Grant's out of the game. Wallace is still in the game. Then you bring in O'Neal. I mean, this team is loaded.
O'Neal is still a teenager, feeding to Wallace, who knocks it down again. 2 of 9 from the field, and Stoudemire the other way. He was great in game 2. 25 points and 13 assists. Ryder hustling and fading away, which is so tough to guard for Chapman.
You know, Rasheed Wallace, his rookie year, was the most hated player by the officials. And if you can have fans hate you, you don't want the officials to.
Well, Rex Chapman needed that play in the worst way. That can play wonders on a shooter's mind. Sabonis, great pass to Stoudemire.
He's a lot like Jason Kidd.
This Kidd, Gugliotta setting up a screen that opens up the shot for Kidd, who you like moving without the ball almost better than with the ball.
Yeah, the key there is they're going to go underneath on pick and rolls. Jason Kidd is going to have to make that shot.
Jermaine O'Neal tried to slam it in. Outside for Stoudemire for 3. Rebound vacuumed in by O'Neal and tosses it in with ease. They're so deep they got 10 guys.
They are a deep team.
7 different leaders in the 7 major statistical categories. Great pass by Manning into Robinson.
That Dunleavy has that each night he can change his lineup, and the players are accepting it.
Quick double on Ryder. Outside to Sabonis. Finds Stoudemire. Flies inside. Tap up and in by O'Neal, who has come out of no place to get 4, taking the place of Grant with 2 fouls.
Offensive rebounders. And even over Ryder, he was more scared of offensive rebounding.
Chapman for 3. Big shot for Chapman. His 3rd.
And he's having a terrific start.
Here comes Stoudemire. Outside. Wallace. He cannot miss from the perimeter. 3 of 3 for 6 points.
And they make long jump shots. Difficult guard.
Gugliotta over Sabonis, who at 7'3" can alter any shot. And look at the speed, the whiplash speed of Stoudemire.
Wow.
Coast to coast.
And we talk about Jason Kidd flying down the court.
And this is the biggest Blazer lead of 10. Chapman for 3. And tapped by Wallace, retrieved by Sabonis, who scoops it over to Stoudemire. Into Wallace, quickly doubled on the block. Thus, Ryder is left free. From 3, Isaiah Ryder.
You see what Ryder did? He allowed him to get the three-point shot off. Sometimes all you have to do is look down at that line and people will stop.
Garrity. With a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
But J.R. Ryder's hurt us in this series, and his low post play. And but I'm not going to be as worried about that because I've realized we've got to have Rex to score. Rex is our best big shot player on the team, and he's one of those guys that can miss 4 in a row and make 5 in a row. So we need him. He's a big game player. I have a lot of confidence in him, and we got to try to help him defensively.
In for the first time for the Suns. A cloud is in place of Chapman. Kidd is now shadowing Stoudemire and bit the fake. And Ryder with the fake on McLeod and over Kidd right down the middle. Across the lane, sweeping hook, rebound by Garrity. Outlet to Kidd. In the open floor, he's great, like the backpedaling pass to Garrity. To Kidd, the fake and the pass, intercepted by Ogden. Blazers the other way, 3-on-1. Stoudemire to Ryder. And then Livingston comes in now as they rest Kidd, put Livingston in, who had 12 in the fourth quarter, game 2 in Portland.
Now that tells you that they don't have a backup here. You know, reading the articles in the paper today, the guy that they wanted,
So he's in the area.
I bet his team's in first place at the Y.
I bet it is too. Stoudemire with a YMC-like move. Anthony to inbound. Ryder, Sabonis, left over. Long went to double right. But they got the shot they wanted. And the Phoenix Suns, on the brink of elimination, are down at the end of the first quarter, 36-23. There's Greg Anthony, picked up by Livingston. And Sabonis will joust with Longley with that. Oh, what a great touch by the Lithuanian Arvydas Sabonis.
And it's continuing again tonight, 64% to 35 is big.
Walt Williams just hit a rainbow from 3, and the Blazers on top 41-23. They've got to begin to manufacture something now as McLeod, who is picked up by Jackson, gets it low to the rookie from Notre Dame, Garrity. Doubled by Anthony. Ball rotation, Kidd to Longley. And it was underneath, and here comes Kidd, racing by Anthony to the trailing McLeod for 3. What you might be in all. Anthony the other way. Ryder is on the bench. They go inside to Jackson, slithering for 2.
And see, they pushed the ball up so close
to this year.
Of course, they didn't let him in the Breakfast Club. You know, he couldn't join the workouts with Michael Scotty and Ron Harper.
Double team. Gugliotta with a great looking acrobatic left-handed hook. So they've got Wallace, Williams, Grant, Anthony, and Jackson. Gugliotta forcing the issue inside. Manning cleans it up nicely for the Suns.
The score in bunches when we're talking about the Suns.
Their three-point game is deadly. They're known for offense. Grant took it, doubled, and against the glass with ease. The last breath in them.
They better.
Jackson. Over Kidd. Jimmy Jackson. A very smooth delivery.
And also, he understands all he has to do is turn and shoot. And if there's no double team, he can always get his shot off.
Robinson for 3, and he is a very adept three-point shooter.
3 strikes and you're out.
Right. Robinson, he'll foul inside and come up with a beautiful runner. Brian Grant, Gugliotta is on him. Look at the muscle of Grant. Finding his niche, staking his claim, and finding 2.
And you can see they just chased
away, paddled away by Robinson. Kidd, McLeod, great spin move by McLeod. McLeod. Kidd is on Williams, and Kidd, great defensive move. A basket here is a must. Kidd, great pass. McLeod to Kidd.
Came out and tried to deliver the early knockout punch.
7 turnovers in this quarter for the Blazers, 8 for the game. Suns need to win to stay alive. Blazers looking for the sweep. 1 minute to play in the half. Wilkinson with a quick move inside.
And see it
working inside. Great spin by Kidd. Knocked away by Stoudemire. Buckle up, boys. Here it is. Oh, what a foul by Manning. And to Ryder's credit, who is known to be volatile, he buckled up, he went to the side in what was obviously a flagrant foul on Danny Manning. Maybe 2. Stoudemire, Garrity was on him. Look at the move by Stoudemire on Kidd, and Grant is right there. That was a wonderful play.
Boy, Phoenix is in this game, but that last 3 or 4 points with 30 seconds left really hurt the Suns. And we're going to get one more look. See, I don't
call it. Ahead.
Yeah.
If only Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson could see that team.
They probably are.
We're at halftime. Blazers 55-44. We take you to Atlanta next. We'll try to exploit. And kicks it outside. Robinson, 4 to shoot. Gugliotta, 3 to shoot.
Well, you know, it worked pretty well. Though they shot the ball well on us, we're still in the game. The game 2, we were not in the game.
Ryder, Chapman. Ryder has devoured Chapman every time inside. 9:48 still, an 11-point Blazer lead.
I think fans anywhere like guys who just play hard.
Guglielmo again, quick decision. That time stripped by Wallace. Here comes Ryder. Kick sailing, and Ryder up and down. Stoudemire for 3. Rebound by Guglielmo, who has played with much more assertion. 2-on-1.
See, this is another key time.
Manage these egos all year long.
Yeah, but unfortunately right now it has nothing to do with ego. It has to do with caring about a teammate.
Blazers are back nicely on defense. Kidd to Manning.
Oh, wow. Timeout time for Dunleavy. Nice call. And great transition defense by Portland, but Kidd was still able to make something happen.
The Phoenix Suns are on a roll with plays like this from Manning. It's a 7-point game. For Friday on TBS. We are in Phoenix, where the Suns have made an emotional recovery. And the Blazers trying to keep on top, and they'll do just fine, thank you, with that shot by Brian Grant.
When you play for a first-place basketball team with other players, your numbers are going to go down.
And look at that note, 7-4 since they make it 9-4 since the Ryder injury. Ryder going out with the knee. 2 things which this team didn't foresee in the game. Manning with the slashing move inside. Chapman with the steal. Here comes Kidd. Chapman. Robinson. At 7 in the second quarter, 6 in this third, and Wallace another one.
I'm telling you, Wallace is close.
And a technical foul.
He is close. He's going to get thrown out soon. He is so close to getting thrown out.
Doc, what did we say early in the game about distraction?
He thought one of the things his teams needed was more emotion and just get things in a frenetic style. See, this is nice.
Wallace. 3 in a row, 4 for the game. For the Suns is on a 3, make it a 2 by Stoudemire. Here comes Kidd, throwing by Stoudemire to the right.
Was thinking was that Grant was going to turn around and he was going to give him a pass.
Kidd, Robinson with the chance to try. Grant bulldozing inside. Guglielmo's got it. 3-on-2. Kidd to the right.
He wanted to save him for the fourth quarter, but sometimes I think you have to waste him just to stop the flow and the rhythm. And in that time, I think I would have used mine.
Well said. Here comes Grant. Longley is in. And Grant over Longley, who's a bit slower.
And that gives Portland a chance to get gathered again.
McLeod for 3. Rebound by Robinson. A big offensive board as he's working on the teenager O'Neal. Into McLeod for 2. Robinson, single coverage by O'Neal. Shot clock at 7. Across the lane. Dumping it to Garrity. And McLeod on Ryder. Robinson left uncovered. Rebound by Livingston. To beat the buzzer, and he can't do it, but they got a shot away. Facing elimination. The Suns are back in it. Robinson with 10 in the third quarter. 22 for the game. At the end of 3, Suns 72, the Blazers 69. Blazers have let calls like this affect their play.
Well, I think what's going on, Kevin, is that they're thinking that, you know what, we play physical and we get a foul called on us. They play physical and get away with it. It's not happening that way, but that's what they think.
And nobody plays better when the stakes are higher and the emotion is at its highest level than Guglielmo. The defense of the Suns has been great.
Really has. Complete stop. Oh,
Wallace with a 2-handed sledgehammer. His emotion.
No, he understands.
Sabonis from Jackson. Plowing inside into Robinson. Sabonis with 14 points in the game. Kidd. Weaving, Manning, Sabonis, and puts in the gentle running hook shot. Blazers 21 of 29, Phoenix 13 of 17.
I think you give the Trailblazers some credit here, though, because I think they've gathered themselves and they're back into this game.
They've weathered the storm. Manning the screen. Kidd the drive. To the right.
Here it is again, and this time he has Sabonis involved.
Kidd double, flips it out. Foul called on the Blazers.
He's trapping Jason Kidd. Easier said than done.
Anthony will deal with Kidd. Shot clock at 7. Screen by Wallace. They've already had 2 shot clock violations in this half.
Wow.
And a 3 drilled by Anthony.
Defense.
Down goes Anthony. Kidd is left open.
Has to make that. See, those are the shots Jason Kidd has to make. And you can see he really didn't want to take that shot. That's what he's done better this year. When he's open, he just takes it. That's time he kind of waited.
Well, he is a better shooter this year with a career high 44%. And a tomahawk by Wallace. Then pass by Sabonis. Had some serious gas in it right through the lane. Really, this half.
Yeah, and that's one of the things Dunleavy was talking about at the end of a game when you have Greg Anthony in. If Greg Anthony starts playing well offensively, then you have a guy who's not only giving you some offense, but great defense.
Blazers have regained the lead up by 2. Gugliotta doubled by Anthony and Grant. And that may have been tapped by Portland.
Well, excitement behind the Portland bench, but down in the Phoenix bench, very calm demeanor from Danny Ainge, who said, hey, we're going forward from here. Get the ball to Kidd to create, guys.
Anthony got it on a huge inbound play, and the Blazers by 4. Portland is on a 16-6 run since Robinson.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know he could still do that. But again, give the Blazers credit because they have weathered a huge storm on the road. Being a young team in the playoffs, impressive.
One team fighting for their life. One team trying to maneuver ahead to the second round. That'll take you right out of your seat. Grant rolling on in.
We're going to go to Wallace offensively. Now we're going to play defense.
Portland in this quarter has gone a blistering 9 of 9 from the line.
Also, Rex Chapman has been sitting a long time.
McLeod. Robinson. Bumping and grinding with Grant. Threw it around Alton and threw it away as he was zeroing in on Manning.
But you remember that frenetic play that the Suns were playing at, how they were running around, they were trapping. It's not out there right now, and that's because they had to do it for about 14 straight minutes. Tough to do when you're not used to doing it.
They may have expended too much fuel. Jackson to Grant. Gugliotta is there. A corkscrew shot by Grant.
Yeah.
A big one. With 1:41 to play. The Blazers have weathered the storm, and they lead it by 6. Impressive run by the Trailblazers. Grant is shooting 71% in the playoffs, as Robinson with 24.
And offensively, I think it's also interesting.
It's 2 of 7. Robinson misses 2 important free throws.
Yeah, and he needs to make free throws because you don't need to shoot threes. If you can get to the foul line, stop clock, make 2 free throws, play defense, stop clock, you can get back into this game.
Portland is on a 20-8 run.
Big possession here for the Blazers and the Suns. Suns need to stop.
Shot clock at 3. Grant, mismatch against Longley and over Longley. That is a dagger right in the heart.
I'm telling you, this is an impressive young team. Create a switch. What they can't do is switch. Jason Kidd will drive or shoot back.
A miss and a rebound by Anthony. The Blazers lead it 93-85. And he did it with a second left on the shot clock. It'll give them some extra rest and some extra practice time because Utah and Sacramento are tied at 1 in that series.
Yeah, and that's huge.
Gugliotta swerving by traffic, takes it out with 46 seconds to play.
And now what's going to happen here is Danny Ainge is going to try to extend the game. Danny Ainge and the Suns did a terrific job. They
the shots a perfect 12 of 12 until there.
You jinxed it.
Robinson. Steal by Grant, why not? He has authored the fourth quarter. He has authored the comeback. And if anybody can be...
You know what's funny is when Bob wants to do something with it.
And he's done it before. He did it up in Seattle as well.
The same thing.
Here comes Guglielmo. McLeod for the triple, and he knocks that down with 27 seconds to play. A steal by McLeod, then his...
And a guy with size. And McDyess is sitting at home in Denver right now.
Who coached well tonight, pulling out, exhausted every move he could possibly do.
Yeah, and the only problem with all those is that Portland has the ability to match anything. You know, Mike Dinwiddie told us for lunch, I've seen them all.
Yeah. That's a 3 by Kidd, a 7-point game. Here comes Anthony, and a foul called near midcourt, the first-round win.
And that's because they're winning. But you know what else? This team and the San Antonio Spurs were playing better than anyone going into the playoffs, and it's Portland who gets the sweep.
They had lost 4 of 5, the Blazers. It's rejected by Wallace, picked up by Grant. Final seconds ticking off. Then your Blazers come back with a first-round sweep of the Phoenix Suns. It's the first time in 7 years. The litany of despair over the last 6 seasons.
There is no better feeling than closing out a playoff series on the road.
On the free throw line tonight, that's where we're going to find Jimmy Jackson. The Blazers were 32 of 42. Phoenix 14 of 21. That's plus 18. Now make it plus 19 from the stripe.
Well, that's because they're bigger. Again, when you have that much size, you're going to go to the foul line more.
The Blazers overpowered the Suns in the low post game in the first meeting. Then they came from different angles with all the great talent on this team in game 2. Tonight, they play gritty, defensive-minded basketball. Weathering one felt after another. They weather the storm, and they bring Portland a victory.
And the key is, I think, they gathered their composure. This is a young team, and you know the criticism of this team all years, people say when things get tough, they will fall apart. Well, the Trailblazers did not fall apart. They actually came together and won this game. Huge and impressive.
Tough for Jason Kidd. For the 4th consecutive time, the Phoenix Suns have lost a first-round series.